Hello Cancer, welcome to Fifth House Divination. My name is Kirsty. Today I have a timeless love message for you. So when the message reaches you, if it fits with your situation, if it resonates, it's your message at that time. But the message is general, so please do just take what resonates. So Cancer, the message that's coming through for you is what you give will come back. When in doubt, give, let them have it. Surrender, make peace. When there's no doubt, give, let them have it. Surrender, make peace. Did I make life too easy? The universe. P.S. There's no doubt who is number one in my book. So this in the cards around it is making me think that there is you and your person. I think there is something that that your person wants. But it looks very much like you've been in a period of reflection and a period of pause. You know, it feels like a little bit of a standoff. But this message is coming through to say, this oracle card is coming through to say that kind of giving in isn't a defeat as such. You know, if you're in doubt as to what to do, let them have whatever this is that this other person wants from you. It's a big decision because there is lots of major arcana here. And looking at the future card, there is this Five of Wands, and this Five of Wands does talk about kind of conflict and a bit of a battle. The Five of Wands is like a kind of a battle of wills. So I think the universe, this message coming through, is kind of trying to head that off at the pass. What I found interesting, so where we find the sort of coming in specifically to clarify this card, is we've got the Hanged Man and the Temperance card. And the Hanged Man talks about being in a stasis, a pause, trying to sort of see things from a different perspective. And the Temperance card talks about a remixing after something has been transformed. And what I found interesting is that the underlying energy for this message is the transformation card, the number 13. This is the Death card. It talks about, you know, something falling away to make space for something else. And this is the card that sits in between in the major arcana. This card sits in between these two. So I feel very much that there is this whole reading is about transforming something in your connection, something in your relationship, so that the kind of the dynamic, the mix of the connection or the relationship is different somehow. Obviously, you know, for each of you this could be different, but I think there is some transformation that the person that you're involved with wants. There is something that is kind of falling away. With the Death card, we see something, it's like the kind of the caterpillar to the butterfly transformation with the Death card. So this is a sort of an old way of being, an old way of existing, you know, kind of falling away so that something new and more beautiful can kind of come in its place. So this is the underlying energy, and in the present, you know, we've got this Hanged Man, which looks at, let's say, this talks about taking a pause, taking a time out to look at things from a different perspective. So this is what happens, and then the transformation, the Death card comes through. Once he's understood and sort of seen things from a different perspective, the transformation takes place, and then after the transformation takes place, we have this, we've got the Temperance energy coming through. And what Temperance does is Temperance kind of remixes and rebalances everything, so that it you know, everything that is left or everything that is new that is coming in is kind of rebalanced and remixed so that things sort of operate in a different way. So clarifying this this Hanged Man, we've got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands to me is the commitment card. So I think there is some sort of new perspective on a commitment. The Four of Wands can be the home and the hearth card, so this could be something to do with cohabitation. This could be a cohabitating a couple that's living together, whether they're married or just. But this talks about the commitment, the energetic commitment to something, to stabilizing the connection and making it, sort of, well, as I say, stable. And with the Temperance card, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a sort of very excitable energy. The Knight of Wands is very interested in kind of tracking down what sparks his interest. Within a love or a romantic connection, this is a very kind of flirty card. So this talks about sort of really just being led by what floats your boat, basically, whatever you fancy, being led by it. So I'm feeling very much that this is talking about there is something in this relationship that I think that the person that you're dealing with, that I think there is something, an extra element, something a little bit flirty, something a little bit, kind of chasing after what it is that you fancy, boys. There is a little bit of zest, a little bit of pep, a little bit of flirt or something. I think that the person, your partner, wants to inject into this relationship to kind of perk things up. But as I say, this is a Four of Wands. So this is something to do with stabilizing. This is a new perspective on possibly what will stabilize the relationship. And there is a transformation, I think. The number 13, the death card, is a kind of a profound transformation. This is an irrevocable transformation. So as I say, we've got lots of major arcana here. So this change, whatever it is that your partner wants to introduce into this connection, this will be a permanent change to the connection, which is obviously why I think you're maybe sort of in two minds about it. In the past, we have this. We've got the Hermit card, and we've got the Eight of Wands, and the Hermit card talks about withdrawing from a situation, and that with the Eight of Wands, this talks about a lot of energy, a lot of information, maybe. So I feel that maybe there was some kind of energetic withdrawal, because this, whatever it is, it feels very much like you're at a standoff, guys. I think there has been a withdrawal, because this, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is, this transformation is that your partner wants to take place, there has been an element of withdrawal. Now, whether that's just been withdrawal to kind of think about it and look inside, the Hermit card kind of goes inside and looks at things and tries to understand how to move forward based on their own kind of internal truths, or this could be talking about purposefully withdrawing because there is like a kind of a stalemate, thinking, right, well, if I don't do anything, if I just sit on the fence, if I withdraw, then they will change their mind. Or if I will withdraw, it's like sort of withdrawing becomes the tool or the tactic, I think. And now what's happened is you guys have basically got to a point where there's a line in the sand and you're at loggerheads. So this message is basically coming through and saying to you, let whatever it is that they want, let them have it. You're not really conceding anything, because by giving, you will receive. By giving, whatever you give comes back to you. There is that universal law that whatever you do comes back to you, or tenfold or threefold, or I'm not too sure, I can't remember. But there is that law of the universe that whatever you do will come back to you. So if you give, if you concede, in a kind of a good humoured way, and let them inject whatever this is that they want to bring in, it's going to be kind of fun and sort of energetic and quite kind of flirty. It's not going to be a bad thing. If you allow them, then there may be something later on down the line that you maybe want to do that they will sort of allow you to integrate. But in the future, as I say, we've got this five of Wands, and the Five of Wands for me generally talks about competition or combat. But I mean, if you look at these, normally in the Five of Wands, there's the standard depiction is, you know, lots of people, lots of different ideas. But looking at this, this is just you guys. And there's 4 wands here on the picture. I can't see the 5th wand. Oh, the 5th wand's on the floor. And this is, you know, 4 of Wands. So this feels very much like, at the moment, maybe there's a bit of it, you're in this Hanged Man. So at the moment, things aren't moving forward and there is a bit of a kind of a static energy to it. But there is the possibility of real kind of combat and kind of arguing, and, you know, there is the possibility for this to escalate quite severely. And it's coming in with the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands talks about just, you know, I've just absolutely had enough of this situation. Energetically, this is just too much. You know, I don't have any more energy to put towards this, towards the fighting. So I think this message is coming through because the connection that you're in, for those of you that this is resonating with, this transformation, it's going to be profound and it is big. I mean, this is a big, as I say, we've got 1, 2, well, the top layer of cards, we've got kind of 3 out of 5 majors, and the underlying is a major. So this is a big, you know, this is a big change, guys. This is something fairly profound, a change, a transformation, and this is a permanent transformation in your connection. So we can understand why, you know, there's the sort of the possibility of kind of being at a sort of a standoff, like a stalemate about it. Things haven't moved forward. But if you continue in this vein, I think things are just going to get a bit more heated. The universe is coming in to encourage you to give in. Whatever it is, you know, that they're asking for, whatever it is that they want, give in. You're not actually losing anything, because what you give will come back. So I was going to pull I've got these new little I've got a new oracle deck. This is specifically a love oracle deck. So this is the Soul Connections 2 Hearts, when 2 hearts meet. So I thought I would pull you guys a card. So let's have a look. See what else we've got here. Let's just pull this one. Okay, Cancer. Temptation. Think carefully about the situation. Okay. So you may be tempted to do something that might cause this 5 of Wands. And underlying is emotions. Look deep within your emotions. Think carefully. Look at what you're feeling and think carefully about the situation, because you may be tempted to do something that is going to cause conflict. There may be something, you know, in your action that you may think, well, if I do this, this just, as I say, this just feels like there's a line in the sand, guys, and there is a little bit of an element of stubbornness. I will say that I've just done a general reading for you, so I'm going to link that, because on that the Hanged Man fell out while I was shuffling, and this is talking about kind of indecision. But this feels more like a kind of a practical indecision. So for some of you, it may be relevant. For others, not so much. So I'll link it at the end, and have a look to see if that's relevant for you. So I'll leave that there, guys. If this is for you, I hope you got something from it. Please do click the like button if you did. It helps me understand that the content that I'm uploading is relevant for you. It helps the channel to grow. Good luck with this, guys, if this is for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Cheers, guys.